خيراتنا ودكن نا إيرو في واجد يمينيا به أوبراسيون بداوي ببو به وسيلة ميوان مين شقالسون جهاتبون جبروي خازن داخل يعني كهبش لبر بدن.
So first of all, we welcome the journalist. We're going to talk about the security and humanity operation that has been launched in the الهول camp. Also, we have some guests from the international coalition that would be participating in this press conference.
دست بكم ما في أخذت من الميوان داخل يعني قبضن.
So first, the coalition general gonna make a statement for the press. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, good afternoon, and thank you for allowing me to spend some time with you today and speak about the efforts and the success of the Syrian Democratic Forces, our partners, as they continue to work on the security and the humanitarian efforts for Al-Hol. Our global coalition is here to enable our partners to maintain enduring defeat of ISIS and deny their ability to reconstitute and inflict further terror in the region and globally. Prior to this, we suspected ISIS not only caused fear and intimidation onto residents, but also used Al-Hol as a staging ground for terror and support throughout the region and beyond. With our SDF partners' professionalism and vigilance, Al-Hol will remain a safe place for NGOs to do what only they can do for the residents, while ensuring every human is treated with dignity, respect, and compassion, as well as preventing ISIS and others from doing harm. As we observe the progress of this security and humanitarian campaign, our efforts to advise, assist, the evolution of the internal security forces are yielding positive results on the grounds here today. In the first month of the campaign, the SDF and the Asaish detained approximately 300 ISIS facilitators and dismantled critical ISIS infrastructure within the camp. Shockingly, prior to the start of this campaign, tents meant to shelter women and children were used instead as extrajudicial courts to prosecute and punish residents for not complying with the ISIS ideology, and as concealment for underground tunnels used for the smuggling of weapons and human trafficking. This operation further demonstrated the capability of the SDF and the Asaish while exposing the degraded state of ISIS military capability.
عملية تقوم بعرض قدرة قوات سوريا الديمقراطية واحترافيتهم لمنع نشر فكر داعش في هذا المخيم.
In spite of this progress, we will remain vigilant and dedicated to the resolution of this humanitarian crisis throughout northeast Syria to increase the prosperity and the quality of life of all displaced persons. Recently, the CENTCOM commander, General Kurilla, visited here, recognizing that military solutions alone cannot solve this, and called for a holistic civil solution to the displaced persons crisis in Syria. This includes forging the legal and logistical pathways for the repatriation, rehabilitation, and reintegration of the foreign nationals back to their countries of origin. We request host nations repatriate citizens, men, women, and children from IDP camps and provide or continue providing humanitarian assistance. We request your assistance to improve security conditions in IDP camps to counter ISIS's influence among residents. Despite me being here with General Narus, there is no military solution to the IDP camp problem. Addressing the issue requires cooperation and diplomatic, security, and humanitarian organizations. While ISIS's territorial caliphate is defeated, they remain a transnational threat. Their desire to reintegrate and conduct operations threatening the region and many of our homelands. Our goal is to continue developing and enabling our partnered Syrian Democratic Forces so they can contain and defeat ISIS without external assistance to sustain safe and secure IDP camps. Unless the international community finds ways to repatriate, reintegrate, and support reconciliation programs for IDP camp populations. We will bear witness to the indoctrination and radicalization of the next generation of ISIS. Our mission is to continue to support the SDF as they continue to secure Al-Hol and enable NGOs to increase the quality of life and ensure that every human is treated with dignity, respect, and compassion as they move towards repatriation and once again become productive citizens to their nation. I know this has not been an easy task, and I would like to convey my condolences for the soldiers that you have lost. But this is why we are here. We are dedicated to the SDF partners that they carry out that mission every day to ensure the security of the IDP camps and that every human is treated with dignity, respect, and compassion, and ultimately repatriated back to their nations to be productive citizens.
سريدة هر دو راه هبال مين يقود به حملة ده شهيد كتن هبال جسور هبال ودي وتباهي شهيدين كو مدبي شر الهمبر داعش ده وين شورش تباهي بيرتنن من التاريخ بجنا خال بروان طاوينن.
So first of all, we offer our condolence to the families of the martyrs and all the SDF soldiers who have been lost their lives during the fight against ISIS in northeastern Syria.
تبي حمو تهديد وخطرية كل سر هرمي هنن إجباركو قامب يا هولج وكي جهة كيكو هاري خطر ده هرمي ده همان ده مجبوي تباي جهانية ده بيباجوكي وهذا مبا حملة دادا سبيكرن وبسركفتي بأنجامبو.
Despite Al-Hol camp is one of the most dangerous places in northeastern Syria, however, our SDF forces, along with the Asaish, the internal security forces, we managed to bring security and safety to the camp.
تباين هزن ما يا أمني ويا لشكريكو بشتاري في حملة بون بهفكاريا إدارة مدنية البتة برانجا كي قردنية كي خورد هفكاريا كي خورد بشتربونا حمو هزان البتة بكدوان وبهفكاريا هزن قالسونا ناف دولتي البتة سباس تكن.
We also thanks the SDF forces along with the Asaish forces and also the support from the international coalition. All the forces that have been participating in this operation, we thank them very much.
نها حتى جهة كم كانوا بيجن انجام جرينج هاتن قرتن دبي بواجهة يعني بحملة وشكو هاتن باركرن برايا قشتي لخطريا قامبي هنجي دومينه.
So far, very good results has been achieved during this operation. However, still the risk is very high.
قالك خواتن هبش يكو تايبت جبوي با قامبان ابروشا كو قالن فرتيدا جيان دكن كو دبي بنجهك جه ذهنيتها تطرف كوهين بتر سروي كهرباء خبري خصن بك وخرط بك.
There has been many efforts have been done in the camp because it's one of the most dangerous camps in northeastern Syria and it is the most dangerous environments for ISIS families.
نزي 6000 إنسان كودوي قامبيدا جن وبرانيا خو جن وزاروكن همان دمج 6 ولاتينن نتني تهديد جبوي في هرمي يا جبوي منطقة ما ودردورن ويت خطريك جبوي تباهي جهانية. Roughly
60,000 residents live in this camp who are like from 60 different nationalities. That's why it's a massive camp and posing risk all around the world.
حتى جهة كاليكارياج نتوين يكبوي ومنظمات وهروها تحالفات دولي جدبي مليدا دستكو الكاريان تينا دانندن دبي مجارده جبوكو هم روشا قامبي دملي خدمي دملي انساني دملي اولاهيدا جبوكو هم بتر باشتر ببه لي اف لكيلكا كو انفي تقدير دكن لي براسي تيرينا كده.
So far, the support from the humanitarian NGOs from the coalition is good for the camp in terms of service, security, protections. However, we still need more support.
جبوي به باركي برجران كو الكاريا همو ين جهاني سازی ناف دولتی و قالسون ناف دولتی همان دمیده دستک و آلیکاری پیدوی بهش برکو وک هزن ماتشه کد که سرمله ما ام بجهتینن وک ربا بریا خسر و اداره ور ارکو بر بسرتت کم سرمله وده البته می بجه بینن نتن به حملهش نهاوشون دجی جبکو روش یا قامپه و یا هرمه هند ها باشتر ببه ل دستکا در و آلیکاری جی پیوست البت.
That's why we need more support from the international community, from the coalition, from the humanitarian NGOs. Our forces doing the best. They do what they can do. So far they can manage the situation, but still we need more support because it's one of the most dangerous camps and ISIS is so active. They have a lot of sleeping cells.
خطريات دسبك بلكي يكو دهندري قامبيدا يكو ذهنية تطرف وحجرين بشرط يكو خد نفذ بريخستن دكن اما نتني افا البتاج بركو خطريا فر بتباهي هرمجي باندور دكا جبر دا خبري خستن كرن بدربه و گريدانين وان نتنين هرمن ما دربه هرمن ما هرمن كو جمله چتن كو گريداي تركيا و گريداي وديسان العراقي لسوريا اخي دنيا سوريا دا لقالك دفرندن كو تيتا هنا بهزن و گريداني خو يبفره و خبري خستن كرن افد هلكو خطريا به هند هازه ترببه
ISIS cells inside the camp, in the entire camp, they were so active and they were they had many communication with outside cells, outside members. They also had many communications and link with ISIS members in Turkish-controlled areas. That's why the risk is still very high and it needs more efforts to minimize the risk.
بدم داویج مدی چالکین داعش نتنه کد هندره کامپی دجی کو هاتن کرن اما در وی کامپی تایبت شی هر ما دره زور اما هر من مده فعالیت وان چالکین وان هنز تربون هری داوی میناکا شش اولن می کو بیچک بون هاتن باوی که هوانه هاتن شید خستن ابد ده دیار کرن کو هین ده خورتر دبه او گر کو اب خبات منی هبش ندو مینن و هر ملیده ام بهبرهیم بتر خبات کی ندنا مشاندن اب به لکو داعش به فایده بکه و هم بتر خبر خستن بکه جاره کدن خبلاف بکه.
Recently observed that ISIS operation has been increased. Recently also they murdered 6 of our comrades brutally where they were in a visit. That's why the cooperation and the coordination between the SDF and the partners of the international coalition should be more so we can manage the situation.
جبر ویجی استقرار به هرمه آرامی هرمه پاراستناوی او همان دمده روش خلکن هرمه تواهی و یک کامپی همان دمده گرکو باشتر نبه گرکو سیطره سر چه نبه پیشکتن دوی ملیده چه نبه اب به لکو داعش و گروپ اندنیان چته وکی وان هم خبری خستن بکن و دورده بکار به تواهی جهانه جی باندور بکه.
So that's why if the security and safety operations and process is not very well, ISIS would take advantage of this. Therefore, we have to increase the coordination and cooperation with other parties to maintain security and stability in the region.
جبروي با بينغابه كيكو نها امدجن بداوي بو يالي خباتن ما بدو من البته تاكوشينا ميال همبر داعش بهر اواي جبوكو ام بكار بنج كو كده تنابكن وبداوي بكن وهرمي او لبكن وفان خلكن فير باوايكي سلام بكرم بزيفرن ولاتن خو چتشتي كوتي كه بسرمل مدى ام بجهبينن لي اف بنغوازي همان دمج فان ولاتان وحمو هزن جهانيكو و انسان خلكن في داري ددمك يادي زوتر ده بزيفرنن ولاتن خو يانجي دستك كين ده خورتر بدن كو ام بهبره بكربن جهانك هين ده آرام آوابكن.
So the second phase of the security and humanity operation has been successfully finished in the camp, but we will remain. We will continue. We will in progress to make more operations to bring stability and security to the region. That's why we need more coordination and support from the international community, from the humanitarian NGOs, and also from the partners of the coalition, so we can bring back security and stability to the region.
في مساجي هباش البي درجيج بار بي ام نكو هم بتر خباتك هباش هندها خورت ام بكرم بدن كو ام انجامن دها خورتر بكرم داس بخينا.
Throughout the coordination and the cooperation we can get more good results and good steps.